It's not every day that you get to meet what is the most expensive scooter that you can buy in India today. I am seated on the BMW CE 04. This is the very first electric scooter from BMW Motorrad for India, and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about it. It does look pretty interesting, doesn't it? But before we get into that, please make sure to subscribe to Car and Bike and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we upload a new video. Now come with me as I talk you through each and every detail of this electric scooter. So when you take a look at the CE 04, I'm sure you will agree this is a love it or hate it type of design. It is polarizing. I'm pretty sure there will be lots of you who won't agree with the design and styling of this one. What I think is it looks a little bit like a future fantasy mixed with industrial design, and I think it's a novel approach. It looks quite unique. At the front, when you take a look at it from the front, it's clear that it wants to or aspires to be a maxi scooter because the apron is quite wide and substantial, and it will catch a lot of attention. You've got adaptive LED headlights as well. These are standard for the India spec model, and the interesting part, as you can see, is at the front you've got twin disc brakes and they're also hooded. You've got a telescopic fork. There's a small visor on top. You can't get a bigger visor even as an option. The thing that will strike you about the CE 04 when you look at it from the profile is how long the wheelbase is. This wheelbase is longer than that of even the K1600 Grand Tourer, which I think is quite shocking. You wouldn't be able to tell from the pictures. Another interesting detail is this floating seat. It's not wide, it's quite narrow because BMW wanted to make the scooter look quite slim from the rear end, and that's why you've got this floating type rear seat. Doesn't look particularly comfortable, but we'll know more about that once we ride it. Over here you will see an offset rear shock. So there's a mono shock on this one, and if you'll just come over to the right with me, you will see that it has an exposed rear wheel from the right side because it has a single-sided swing arm. So this is a disc type wheel. It's a 15-inch wheel, 15-inch wheels at both ends. The rear disc brake is also 265 millimeters, but it is a single disc brake at the back, and this gets dual channel ABS. Now let me get on the scooter and tell you a little bit more about it. So this thing weighs 231 kilos, and I am feeling it now trying to pull it off the side stand. The seat height is nice and low. It's 780 millimeters. So even someone of my height can get on and feel fairly comfortable, though it remains to be seen how manageable this kind of heft will be in traffic. Now, speaking a little bit about its internals, about its powertrain, this one has an 8.9 kilowatt hour battery. Usable capacity is 8.5 kilowatt hours. The range on this one, BMW tells us, mixed use will be up to 130 kilometers, but this scooter has 4 ride modes. So you've got Eco, you've got Rain, Ride and Dynamic. Eco is the one that will be used to maximize range, and I'm sure when you ride it carefully, you will get more than 130 kilometers of range. In terms of performance, this one has a liquid-cooled permanent magnet motor. Peak output of this motor is 41.5 bhp and 62 Newton meters of torque. That power output, by the way, is higher than that of even the ultraviolet F77. Top speed on this one is 120 kilometers an hour. It will accelerate from 0 to 50 kilometers an hour in 2.6 seconds and to 100 kilometers an hour in less than 10 seconds. The continuous output of this motor is around 20 bhp, which should be plenty in everyday use. Now, talking a little bit about the warranty, this one comes with a 3-year warranty. BMW has not specified a separate warranty for the battery pack. And finally, the price. This one is priced at 14,90,000 rupees ex-showroom, which means that this is roughly 4 lakh rupees more than even the C400 GT, and that one is already frighteningly expensive. But the C400 did do quite well, and it remains to be seen how the market responds to this one. But let us know what you think of the CE 04's price. If you think it is a little too much for what it offers, or if it could be justified given all the tech on board. And by the way, before I forget, there's also a 10.25-inch TFT color display. This has navigation, it has connectivity, it has the works. I wish I could show you everything right now, but I can't. There's too much of a queue here. But let us know what you think of the CE 04, of the entire package, of how much it costs. If you would have liked to see something different on the scooter, maybe a different design perhaps. Let us know all your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please remember to like it and share it with your friends and family.